Hey, it's great to be out of the shadows and it's great to be in the spotlight. Hello, freaks. I'm Adam Shows. Elias is Adam Atrophy, and I'm a specialist on the design and creative concept art, and I'm part of the creative team of The Haunted Diary in Hollywood, California. And I am here to tell you about The Haunted Diary. Now, The Haunted Diary is an old book, and so it's an old book of different entries of very scary tales. So in each page, it has a different entry, and it's some sort of like an anthology in a bizarre way. It's an anthology, but for haunted attractions. And so every October, that's when it opens, unleashing its most disturbing tales. Now, the origins of this diary are unknown, so who knows how this thing came about. But what you will know is that this Halloween it will reopen, and then pure evil will be unleashed. So prepare yourself for this, as it will open its first entry, and that entry, my friends, is gonna be Haunted Hollow. This year is called The Haunted Diary Presents Haunted Hollow. So prepare yourself for this, for the mystery and terror within the hollow. And the first entry comes to life this October, and the diary will transport you into a different world, different era, and being surrounded by these madmen and maniacs, these monsters, and what goes on in their world. And it'll be a journey into fear, and you will be screaming and being scared to death. If I could tell anyone who have no clue or knew nothing about The Haunted Diary, I would tell them that it's some sort of anthology, tales of terror type of premise. What I mean by that is that picture Creep Show, picture Trick or Treat, picture the Twilight Zone. All these anthology series and all of these anthology horror films, but think of that, but also in a haunted attraction style kind of thing. And so yeah, and that's how I put it. So it's some sort of journey into fear, and so every time every October happens, the diary will open and the page of that book becomes real. So next year, the diary will reopen again next October, but in a different terrifying tale. The reaction we get from our victims, well, back in last year, we usually get screams. People are screaming. They got startled, and after that, they would laugh, or either they would cry. Well, in most cases with the kids, the little kids, there were little kids in there who were walking with their parents, and when the actors were scaring them, they were screaming, and then some of them started crying, and because of that, the parents and them, they had to walk backwards, all the way to the entrance in which they came in from, and it was so frustrating. But it's happened. So what can we do? Also, we had teenagers that walked in, and they were screaming, they were scared, and after that they would be laughing, and some of the little kids they were all like, I'm not scared at all. Or you saying, no, it wasn't scary. So that was cool. At least they could handle fear. Also, after they went through the whole attraction, they would be laughing. They would just they enjoyed it, and was, that came by and just went to our haunted house, just walked through, and it was just nobody else but that couple, and they were all alone, and we started scaring them, and I heard from the corner or something that around the one pathway that the female that the girl said, I can't breathe, because the fact that she was screaming, because we were scaring her a lot. All of us scared her in good timing, and it's pretty funny as reactions from all the victims. It's a lot of, but it's all fun and games. So everyone enjoys it, and that's how it is in the end. They love it, and they would be coming back for more. The hardest thing about haunting, all of it are the hardest things. We really want to make sure that this is not just an ordinary haunt. We're pushing to show things by adding some, effects and, trying to, make the guests physically do things that you would rarely find in other haunts, particularly home haunts. And, coming with stuff like this and making it work does take a long time, and it does get frustrating. But with that, I'm just pretty confident we would get it down and just happy with the end result. No matter what the outcome, it's always good to see what worked, what didn't work, and and we are also trying to push to make all the props and sets have a sense of realism with good detail, and most importantly, strong scares. Because it's the ultimate tool, to me. Detailing can be difficult, and that is one thing. Having to keep, making sure that it looks great from the patron's point of view, and also training the characters can be hard as well. Some get it right and scare perfectly, while there are a few that still needed work. But in the end, they just do great. They're fantastic. And also for me, on the creative side, it was really exhausting. It was so frustrating for the fact that I was doing these drawings and showing what I got, and either they were thrown away or they've been whether they accepted it, they liked it or not, and it's just so exhausting for me, and that's. And it seemed like everything is just hard about haunting, and it's it's a year-round thing, and the work never stops. Once we start doing haunting, then then the work never stops. So yeah, that's our part. Well, certainly yes. So we do have a backstory. Basically, because again, the Haunted Diary is basically all these pages of different stories, different scary tales. So, but this one for this year is going to be presenting the Haunted Hollow. So the Haunted Hollow is about in the summer of 1970s. This particular family of 5 first settled in a small village of Paxton, and they were kept quiet. And then one particular citizen every night would look up towards their estate to see strange bright lights and chants echoing through the night, all coming from that house. And October came quickly, and this character. A family would take a 2-week outing to the north, but then all of a sudden the parents gone missing, and this character decided to go to the north, and so north alone.